Andrew Tate, social media's favorite scapegoat, has been released from prison not so long ago. And I took it upon me to deep it for you guys why he's been so popular lately on people's social media feeds, and now being pushed on kids' YouTube shorts. The reason why Andrew Tate is a scapegoat is because he's going against the dynamics of what's currently happening, which is a dynamic switch, you know what I mean? And with that dynamic switch comes a lot of exile from certain people, groups, organizations, companies, stuff like that. So we all know why Andrew Tate is the person he is, you know. He promotes masculinity. But in the eyes of social media, it's kind of like toxic masculinity, especially with feminism now being top of the art topic that is spoken about everywhere you literally go. Andrew Tate just wanted to be the difference maker in a way, but not in the light that he's being perceived in. The reason why Andrew Tate went to prison was because he was alleged human trafficking women and children, which came out to be, I wouldn't say false because the case hasn't been solved yet, but he's now on house arrest, recently released from prison. And he stated in one of his videos that social media doesn't entice him anymore. So he'll be doing things on his own accord. And I feel like social media is gonna be the downfall of many people, including news outlets and stuff like that, because the news have a certain agenda that they're trying to push. And with the generation of now, Gen Z, now being more on social media, it will be difficult for news to catch the attention of us youngins, you know, because of that reason, social media. And that's gonna be my first point that I'm gonna elaborate on. Social media is like a powerful thing that can either make you or break you. And in this case, it tried to break Andrew Tate, but Andrew Tate hasn't been breakable ever since he created that structure of masculinity for boys and men. So social media took it upon itself to try cancel Andrew Tate, and Andrew Tate stated himself that he can't be cancelled because you can cancel him on social media. It doesn't mean you can cancel him in the real world. You know what I mean? And that moves on to my second point is, you know, the truth. The truth needs to be spoken because we can see the difference between a masculine man and a feminine man and the dynamics that it has on their relationships with their families and friends. And if you want to go deep about it further, and I'm not one to judge whether you're feminine or masculine, but one thing I can say is that the choices you make and the people that you allow to make your decisions for you will further affect the things that you have going on around you. So yeah, man. Andrew Tate was just trying to teach men and boys specifically to be more masculine, have a frame, be dominant, have a purpose. That moves on to my third point as well. Purpose, you know. Andrew Tate was trying to teach kids, boys specifically, to have a purpose because your purpose drives you to become a better person in any aspect of life, whether that be sports, academically, family wise, religion. Have a purpose because your purpose will then build you. And because I'm talking about purpose doesn't mean that a girl can't have her purpose. Other spectrums of gender can't have their purpose. But purpose is something that keeps you going, keeps you motivated. And Andrew Tate saw that most boys don't have a purpose because they rely on social media to give them a purpose, you know. And purpose is not something that you find outside, it comes from within, you know. And Andrew Tate is that guy, to be honest, because he took it upon himself. No one told him to do it. No one told him or forced him to do it. He did it for himself. He did it for a reason. He's gonna be remembered for a long time. But obviously, social media has the power to alter the algorithms, change narratives, give narratives, feed narratives to us, and then put it in a different light. But if you know the truth is that Andrew Tate is just doing what's best for the men and the boys out there. because women have feminism. That's kind of their purpose, and it's left men and boys in a gray area because you can't really say they're in the dark because they they're in the dark for certain reasons, then they'll be in the light for others. But in this spectrum, they're literally in the gray. They don't know whether they should be this side or that side. So Andrew Tate is just giving gents a choice to either change your life or keep it the same, because it's gonna affect what you're gonna do later on in life. Have a purpose, be driven, do something. You know. So with the whole human trafficking thing, I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not on that spectrum. I'm not there. I don't live there. I'm not with the brother. You know. But yeah, it's things like that that kind of blow things. It's social media blowing things out of proportion. So, and one of the ladies, I think, came out and said that it was not true. I don't know. It's alleged. I'm not saying it's true, man. You know. Please don't quote me. Please don't clip me. Don't do that. Because I'm just here to, like, inform you guys about why certain things happen in the world that we're in. Because it can be a tricky place to differentiate the truth from media and the lies from media as well. So it's up to you how you see it. I always say it's how you picture it. So if you're gonna picture it as a bad thing that Andrew Tate is teaching kids or boys how to be masculine, hey, that's how you see it. But the way I see it, and many other people could see it the same way I do, is that he's teaching us to have a purpose, you know. And Andrew Tate being now pushed on kids' YouTube shorts shows the effect he's had in recent months. Because if he was really that bad, he would be like all his videos would be taken down. Whether it's posted by him or not, they would have been taken down. But because the kids, the boys and the men that relate to his content agree to what he's saying, it's going to keep on. It's a cycle. It's gonna keep coming back. Whether even if it's not Andrew Tate, there's gonna be another type of archetype of Andrew Tate that's gonna do the same thing. Then we're gonna have the same cycle again and again. So Andrew Tate is a villain, yes, but he's misunderstood still. You get me? So yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video. No, it's short, simple, sweet. Maybe it's not sweet. Maybe y'all are gonna hate it. Maybe y'all are gonna bash me. But it's my opinion. It's how I see it. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but like I say, deep it. Me and my boy Maverick always say this. Deep it. Think about it thoroughly. And don't go off other people's opinions because you never know what you can learn from that person that you've chose to have negligence from or to. So yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Peace out, man.